So the other thing that was important in terms of the production and how playground projects kind of materialised out of them was to do with the relationship between myself and Felix and Steve. So Felix, artistic director of Punch Drunk, and Steve, the architect that we were working with. In preparation for Mask of the Red Death, we three went on several walks around the building. And partly those walks were to address some of the kind of practical issues that we were facing with Mask of the Red Death, and Steve was brilliantly helping us sort of think about how we would address some of those practical issues, which sometimes were around health and safety or about the use of the building. But what those conversations also opened up was things that Felix wanted to create in the production, and how the building as a theatrical environment, as a theatrical playground, could actually deliver those for him. And one very specific example is that I remember we were standing in what's now called the Fireplace room, and Felix was talking about how fire is a really important signifier in a lot of Poe stories. It's a sign of purification with all of the kind of pestilence and disease that exists in Poe's short stories. And Steve said, well, you know, there are 16 chimneys in the building, why don't we open some of the chimneys up and light some of the stories by fire? To which Felix is like, really? Can we do that? Are we allowed to like have fire in the show? And to which I was going, wow, that sounds amazing for the show, but oh my god, if we could have fire in the building as a way of bringing audiences and artists together in the future, as a legacy from this production, that would be incredible. So in a sense, Steve's inspiration was both helping the production and Felix to realise some ideas that we might not have otherwise been able to, but also was providing potentially a legacy and thinking differently about the building. So we now have wood burners across the building, and we're now opening up more chimneys that we've then done through future playground projects. So in a sense, the Mask of the Red Death also modelled a process. It modelled a process of a relationship between a venue, an architect, and the artists that make work in that venue.